Hi, this is Sarah. In this lecture, we will review the management options of a patient suffering from both glaucoma and cataract. Indeed, the learning objective of this presentation is to explore the different management options in a patient suffering from both cataract and glaucoma. Let's start with the definition of cataract and glaucoma. Cataract is the clouding of the natural crystalline lens of the eye, while glaucoma is an optic neuropathy that is distinguished from other optic neuropathies by a distinctive loss of optic nerve fibers leading to a typical excavation of the optic nerve head. Numerous disease entities can lead to this characteristic appearance of the optic disc. It is already known that cataract and glaucoma have multiple causes, but they are both strongly associated with advancing age. Indeed, with the increase in life expectancy worldwide, these two diseases are likely to coexist. However, some diseases predispose to the development of both entities, including trauma and pseudoexfoliation. When cataract and glaucoma coexist, we should take into consideration that cataract formation can affect central vision and cause vision loss, while glaucoma, in the early stages, affects peripheral vision, and it is not uncommon for the patient to be asymptomatic. Cataract can blanket patches of vision loss due to glaucoma, which can make the initial diagnosis and subsequent follow-up of glaucoma challenging. The increase of the lens size due to cataract can lead to an elevation of the intraocular pressure, which, in turn, can exacerbate the glaucoma damage. The end part of the spectrum will be the development of a secondary acute angle closure crisis, or in other words, phacomorphic glaucoma. Generally, the natural process of glaucoma does not affect the cataract diagnosis, progression, and follow-up. However, the surgical management of glaucoma can cause or exacerbate the cataract formation as penetrating, non-penetrating, and glaucoma drainage device implantation are cataractogenic. In addition to that, some causes of glaucoma, such as trauma and pseudoexfoliation, can make cataract surgery challenging. As the two entities can coexist, the clinician may have to tackle both diseases. The management of cataract is mainly surgical removal. Glaucoma, on the other hand, has many approaches when it comes to its management. Intraocular pressure lowering drops and laser therapy, namely selective laser trabeculoplasty, are usually the initial approach. Glaucoma surgery is usually the next step, and the clinician has a wide choice of surgical techniques in their arsenal. The timing of surgical management of cataract and glaucoma should be decided carefully. The timing of surgery can be either sequential by doing the cataract surgery first and the glaucoma operation second, or by doing the glaucoma surgery first and the cataract surgery second. In addition, another choice for the surgeon is to operate the two diseases simultaneously. In the case of a sequential approach with the cataract surgery done first, we should bear in mind that cataract surgery causes a reduction of intraocular pressure, which is a significant and the only modifiable risk factor for glaucoma. It can also lead to a decrease in glaucoma drops. The removal of cataract can improve visual acuity and reveal the extent and depth of visual field loss due to glaucoma. It will also make easier the imaging of the glaucoma damage and its progression. Finally, cataract surgery can prevent primary angle closure disease in cases of narrow angles. In the case of a sequential approach with the glaucoma surgery done first, we should bear in mind that if the cataract is minimal and the intraocular pressure is very high and/or the glaucoma damage is advanced, then glaucoma surgery should precede cataract surgery. Additionally, glaucoma surgery is cataractogenic. Moreover, we should know that cataract surgery after trabeculectomy is a risk factor for failure. Finally, if the clinician decides to treat both diseases at the same time, then they should bear in mind that it can improve vision and lower intraocular pressure at the same time. The patients have also all the benefits of cataract surgery. However, combined surgery has more complications than standalone phacoemulsification, and the predictive refractive outcome is less accurate with combined surgery than with sequential glaucoma first, cataract second surgery. To conclude, the management plan for a patient suffering from cataract and glaucoma should be customized to the individual needs and the level of incapacitation each disease causes to a particular patient. It is true that with advancing age, these two disorders are likely to coexist. As a general rule, the clinician should start the management with less invasive options, for example drops, laser treatment for glaucoma, cataract extraction for cataract and mild to moderate glaucoma without very high intraocular pressure. If the presenting intraocular pressure is very high, for example, higher than 40 millimeters of mercury, then the clinician should consider tackling the intraocular pressure first. In cases of primary angle closure disease and high intraocular pressure, cataract removal is the best option. In this slide, you can find all relevant references for further reading. Thank you all for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this presentation on cataract surgery and glaucoma, and please don't forget to run the self-evaluation tests of the lecture.